Hi everybody, Dan Hurley here. Welcome back to Tech Talk. This is episode number 168. If you're paying attention out there, it's what's been happening, what's been going on. Recorded on April 21st, 2021. Yeah, it's been quite a few months since my last Tech Talk episode. And, I got out kudos to my friends out there who have been bumped into recently, who had brought it up. Why haven't I done a episode lately? And, so thank you guys for kind of kicking me in the butt and tell me get myself back in gear here. Basically what happened there, I meant to take a little bit of time off to catch up on the work and stuff like that. And it's the old cliche when you do podcasting or broadcasting, whatever. You take a break, and all of a sudden, take 1 day, then 2 days, and then 5 days, and a week, and 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, months later, you realize you're kind of off sync there. You kind of get off your momentum, your kind of mode of operation. So yeah, I just kind of moved on. And unfortunately, I should had. There's so many things been going on, and so it's kind of fairly easy for me to kind of push this to the side, but really should have just kept on it. So anyway, I am back. All right. So let's talk about what's happened. The COVID-19. Since I first started this thing here, we're kind of in the middle of the COVID-19 stuff, and I was helping a lot of small businesses out there basically get themselves back on their feet and back in the game, back in the fight, as I call it. And I had been fairly successful with that. Fortunate with a lot of my strategic projects. I mentioned Constant Contact, Vendasta, Reach Local, and which I've been a lot of these my partners have been with for many years. They have stepped up and brought in solutions to help small businesses get online, and my job was to get these tools to the right people, get my clients, my friends and colleagues out there trained up and back in the game here. So done pretty well with that. Fortunately, I had some failures too. I had one of my issues on work I had during this time here. I was not able to leverage and expand my capabilities as quickly as I had hoped for. So many small business, many of my business friends out there, they closed up. Lots of people closed up, and it hurts me to know that maybe I might have been able, if I had got there a week or two or so earlier, I might have been able to make a difference. So anyway, that's another reason why I want to get back in here and get this podcast going, get that information out there, because I have lots of resources available to me, but unfortunately, not too many people know about it. That's my fault. So anyway, I'm going to talk about two of those resources right away, and a third thing here called the cybersecurity stuff, which is something I kind of started off not really related to COVID, but it is going to be a significant part of what Prime Constance does from here on out. So anyway, the two solutions I've been really working with here a lot is, first of all, Constant Contact can put together a really slick internet marketing resource center for small businesses. If you know anything about Constant Contact, they're usually known for their email marketing solution. Frankly, one of the best, if not the best, in the industry out there. They're the granddaddy. Pretty much everybody knows who Constant Contact is. Okay, they had in the beginning of the COVID situation here, they actually ramped a couple of the projects. They actually have a website solution that's very slick. I mean, you can put together a website in like 5-10 minutes, real super fast. And it integrates in with their email marketing solution as well as their the social networking management solution. So all this stuff wrapped up in a really powerful package. I'm going to have a special one or several web episodes on that. So we're going to touch about that later on. So make sure you're subscribed so you'll be able to get a notification when I talk about that. Next thing is a fairly recent partnership with Vendasta. I've been with them for a few years, about 3-4 years, which is relatively a short time compared to my other partners. What they provide for me is, and I don't have a fancy word for it, my client portal. All right. And what this portal does is for many of my clients who are DIY, do-it-yourselfers, which most of my clients, okay, most of my clients come to me, hey, Dan, I just need this. I need to put a website flat together really fast. I'll take care of the rest. Or if I showed them what to do, they take off with it. It's fantastic. Most of my clients are like that. One of the solutions in the client portal here is to be able to integrate a lot of the logs, the traffic. But let's say your Google My Business listings or your Facebook or Twitter, whatever, integrated in one spot where you can track it, record it, review it, so on and so forth. This is something that's actually a freemium package in the client portal, and it's free. By the way, the client portal itself, it is a free offer. All right. And within that, I have quite a few resources in there that's free or freemium. And the advantage with the client portal here is if you're a do-yourselfer, got lots and lots of resources that help you go where you need to go. Rather than try and dig around and use 4 or 5, 6 different things and 4 or 5, 6 different platforms, we have it all integrated in one spot. So, as I mentioned with the Constant Contact solution, and by the way, you can integrate Constant Contact with it as well. This is something I'm going to have several episodes on in the future to talk about that. Last but not least, the cybersecurity services provided here. Beginning of the year, January 1st, I officially opened my doors towards doing cybersecurity services. And it kind of expanding on what's called MSP service, managed service provider, or probably a better way to describe it, doing remote IT work, okay? But more emphasizing on cybersecurity, making sure bad guys don't get in people's computers. Pretty simply here, I had a kind of a soft opening. I had contacted a few of my clients to bring them on board as I'm learning the system. This is something I've been doing for literally decades. Those of you know my background, I'm quite the hacker, for lack of better terms. And I've been old school hacker. We're talking 70s and 80s and the phone modem, the dial-up modem kind of stuff. And I've been doing that era and never really, once you're in there, you're never really out of that. So cybersecurity, surprisingly, turns out to be kind of a natural thing for me. And frankly, after the fact, after just a few months, I probably should have done this years ago, but never too late. So what's different now compared to before is now I have new tools, for lack of better terms. I'm able to do a much more thorough scanning of systems, and able to do it more automated services. For example, I had one of my friends / clients. They got hit by an Indian scammer. We get that a lot too. Okay, so she's freaking out. The guy is literally in her computer when she called me, and I don't get the guy out somehow. I actually logged in while the guy was still on her computer, kicked the guy off, got rid of all the schmutz he tried to leave behind. Did a scanning of her computer, making sure that she didn't need any no Trojan horses or viruses, whatever. And I was able to do it without her having to. So long as she was online, I was able to do it. I was in 5 minutes and in and out within an hour, and left her computer better than it was. So that is this all collectively cybersecurity solution services here. I'm still working the bugs out and determine which objectives I should pursue on this. My original objective was more towards not really public, but more towards DoD contractors, medical offices, so on and so forth. But the more I look at it, there might be an opportunity. I'm seriously looking at an opportunity to help more public. Obviously, small businesses, which I've been working with for a long time, that's going to be a focus of mine. But I'm also looking at more individualistic, because with the services I have with resources I have now, I can actually service a person with one computer at their house, rather than, by comparison, usually people do what's called MSP work. They have to have a minimum of 5 or 10 computers, whatever, to be for them to be cost effective. Whereas what I have, I'm able to do one computer, two computers, home-based businesses, small, one or two computers, businesses with 1 or 2 or 3 computers, or basically somebody at home. So this is something I'm working out. And as with the other services here, we're going to talk more about this in upcoming episodes. So that, and I'm really excited about it. And the more I play around with the cybersecurity stuff, and work with the tools I have, and actually I've already not really. This is the first time I actually went really public about this, about these services here. Basically whispering to my friends about what I'm doing here. I've already got quite a few people calling me up, asking for help, and I think my track record right now, I've eradicated over 2,000 viruses off of people's computers. I forget how many dozens of computers I've already worked with, and updated and installed security patches. Thousands and thousands of security patches already deployed for my system here. So I'm frankly really proud of what we've accomplished so far. So that is kind of catching things up. So recap all this stuff here. While we've been working with, during the COVID-19 stuff, I've been working with getting select businesses back online, back in the fight. I'm going to leverage that out to get what's been successfully work out to more people, and help more folks out there. So you don't necessarily. So I'm hoping to help hundreds and hundreds of businesses instead of just a handful that we've been doing so far. Both businesses in a realm of those who have no online experience to those who are better off, offering a wide variety of services from all packaged up to pick and choose, to frankly just make sure you got the right tools to get to from point A to point E, make yourself more successful. And also the cybersecurity business, which is pretty exciting stuff. So anyway, we're going to talk more about that upcoming episodes, and you're going to see me. I usually do these episodes once a week. The next few months, I'm probably going to be kicking out more, probably daily, just to catch up on stuff. Okay, so to behoove you first, and once again, I want to thank you, my friends out there, to kind of tap me on the shoulder and ask me where I'm at with this stuff. Yeah, if it wasn't for you guys there, I probably would not have done this episode, and I probably would have been lagged on for a little while longer here. This is something I really should stay on top of. So I'm back. While we're at it here too, make sure you subscribe to my channels and go on primeconstant.net and submit and subscribe to my newsletter, all that good stuff, so you make sure you're notified when the next episode comes out. And by the way, too, if you have any questions and concerns, technology-wise, whatever, by all means, the best way to do is send an email or go to the website and submit the contact form, and I'd be more happy to review it. In the past, I have created episodes around these people's questions, concerns, and rather and so it works out both ways. So anyway, like I say, thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you in the next episode. Talk later.